Welcome back to Intuitive Motion. My name is Brian, and I'm so grateful that you're here today. So, there's kind of a little bit I need to cover in this video before we get into what this video actually is. But I have been gone for a while, so I do want to say a couple things before I get into the reading today. Firstly, I'd like to say hello to all of my new subscribers. I've been not posting for about 2 months now, and I think that I've gotten like 10 plus, maybe like 15 new subscribers since I have been gone. So welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful that you have resonated with any of the messages that I've put out so far, and that you just resonate with the channel in general. It means so much to me that you're here supporting me and helping me make the content better, and making this into a little unit. Like, I was thinking about it this morning. As I was watching the sunrise, and I was just thinking about like the direction of this channel, and like how far I want to go, how long I want to do it, and the more people that subscribe, the more this feels like home. And so I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. Even as I take time for myself to heal, to grow, and to learn more on my spiritual journey and my healing journey. Life brings so many challenges and mysteries, but we just have to learn to sometimes take a step back and disconnect from everything and take care of ourselves, love ourselves a little more, rest and recharge so that we can be at our highest vibrations, at our highest energy levels, our happiest, our most positive for ourselves and for those around us. So thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting and liking and everything. I'm really starting to see what kinds of videos you guys like the most. That being those angel number videos. So I am super excited for the future of those and like what direction I plan on moving into with everything in the future. The angel number videos are a lot of fun to film as well. So to see that you guys are absolutely like loving those makes me so excited for some of the videos I want to do with like numbers in the future, because it's not even just the angel numbers. Numerology in general is something that I am very intrigued by and very passionate of at the same time. It's so weird because growing up and doing math in high school and stuff like that, I've always like disliked numbers and anything relating to it. So to see that that's something that is a part of my work now is very, very unexpected, but like amazing all at the same time. So I am super pumped to film more angel number videos for you guys. So get ready. There is that, and then also I just recently launched a new website that basically consolidates everything intuitive motion related onto that one spot. So if you are interested in reading extra content by me, because I do have a blog on there, feel free to check out intuitive-motion.com. I'll leave the link down in the description section below, but there you can check out the blogs, you can look at my latest videos, you can get in contact with me to book a reading, or if you need advice or anything. I just really wanted to make it something simple, sweet, and a really safe place for you to kind of go when you need support, when you need positivity, when you need love, when you need guidance, anything. I'm hoping that I can incorporate as much positivity and love and encouragement as I can. So check that out if you are interested in seeing more content from me aside from obviously my YouTube and my social media. But I will leave all of that down below if you are just needing something extra aside from my videos. Let's see, what else did I want to cover? Oh, speaking of booking readings as well, I don't really advertise my doing readings as much as I should, but I'm going to put that out there again, that I am here to help you in any way, shape, or form, which includes doing personal readings. So if you are interested in that at all, feel free to get in contact with me by DMing me on any of my social media or sending me an email at intuitivemotion444@gmail.com. And I promise you I will do the best I can to get back to you in a timely manner, because I do have another job that I work basically 9 to 5, Monday through Fridays. But I will always be there for you. So reach out to me at any point if you need anything. I love you, and I want to see you grow and thrive and succeed. So never feel like it'll be a burden to reach out to me, because I will always be here, especially to do any sorts of energy readings. My rates are really, really low, so you better get it while it's good now. But there's that. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I cover all of the bullet points, because it feels like I've been gone for so long. 2 months really flew by. And at first, that first month I was just healing and resting and really trying to just get my energy grounded and realigned with, where I need to be right now. And then the second month, I planned on starting back up at the beginning of November, but, it just didn't feel like it was the right time. I talked with my spirit guides, and it was kind of like the same thing. Like, there was just no alignment in that energy. So I decided to just, keep going with the flow, keep taking that break until, I'm being pushed, or I'm feeling like it's time for me to get back into posting and readings and everything. And then a couple weeks ago, I tested positive for coronavirus. So that was another 2 weeks that I was out for the count. That first week, I literally just slept like the entire time. And then the second week, it started out with me still resting, but as this week has gone by, I've slowly but surely gotten stronger and stronger, and I was feeling more able to do this again. And everything has been falling into place, has been feeling so right. So I think this is the perfect time. I just launched the blog and the site. I just started slowly posting on my social media, my Instagram and Twitter again. So I'm like, this is the perfect time for me to jump back into YouTube as well and just, reignite everything. But taking things so slow, because I don't know how long I'm going to be not feeling 100%. And I just want to make sure that I can give as much of my energy to you guys as I can, and I know I cannot do that if I'm sick. So obviously I'm still going to be putting myself and my health first, but it did feel like it was the right time for me to get back into readings and get back into the service and helping others, because that means so much to me. And I've been feeling so crazy not being able to pull any cards or post any affirmations or just anything that I feel like could help anyone. It felt so out of character, because this really is my purpose in my life now. So because I literally didn't touch any cards, I did nothing. I really just wanted to embody that solely human energy, like forgetting that I'm even a spiritual being, and just focusing on getting that sleep, hanging out with friends, going on runs, like whatever I feel like is outside of that realm of spirituality. Not because I was rejecting it, but just simply because I feel like I ran myself into the ground trying to keep up with my 9 to 5 job and my spiritual work, my wellness, my music, and all of that. It really started to get a little bit overwhelming, and I definitely crashed and burned, which is why I took a whole month off rather than just like a week or two. It's been crazy, but I am so grateful for all of the time that I've had to meditate, to heal, to breathe, to learn. I've been so enlightened through these last couple months, and so much clarity has come into my life, and so much wonderful energy has surrounded me, so much love, so much support, everything. It's been really, really, really wonderful and eye-opening and transformative, all in all. And sometimes I forget that that's, what happens when you step out into solitude, when you take that step back and just get quiet for a little while. I forgot how big of an energy shift can happen during that time. So I'm just so grateful for what I've been through, and where I'm at this point, and the fact that I'm sitting here right now feeling so good, sounding good, ready to reignite my passions and get back into what I love the most, which is being there for you guys and making sure you guys feel secure and safe and happy and like free to be whoever it is you want to be. So I think that is everything that I have been doing and have gone through over the last couple months. I think that I've covered all of the bases, so we can finally get into the video today. Again, I'm so grateful that you're here right now, and if you like this video or if you resonate, if anything feels right with you, make sure you give this video a like and share it with anybody. This channel is for literally everyone. Maybe not so much kids because of my potty mouth, but this channel is to help any human, any soul on this planet. So send it to anybody you'd like, and leave tons of love down in the comment section below. Negativity is prohibited on every single level. So leave tons of love down below for anybody who might need it at this time. And yes, I love you so much, and I'm sending you tons of love and light at this time. And also, let me know if you like this setup. As you can see, this is totally different from all of my other videos. If you much rather see me and the cards at the same time, I don't really know why. But let me know, and yeah, I'll just spend the next couple months experimenting with different things, but for now, I'm gonna keep it like this. Got my new desk going and my crystals and everything, and this just feels awesome. So for now, we're gonna do this. Today's reading, I wanted to keep it kind of simple, but kind of not at the same time because it's me and I love to challenge myself. But I wanted to just pull 8 cards in total. The first 4 cards, I think I'm going to have it lined. I wanted to just go through each element, so earth, water, fire, air. Pull 1 card for each element with current energy, and then I want to pull 1 card that I think I'll just land on the other side with some advice and anything that you could do, transmute, to re-energize that energy body, or to just feel less excessive or deficient in that element. And yeah, this is a reading I've never done before, so I really hope this works out well. And I can't see you, so I also hope that this camera setup works out well too. So this video is going to be like, hopefully super chill, super laid back, first video back. I just hope that it helps and something resonates for you. I've already got this deck shuffled. Today I'm going to be using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. And yes, let's just hop right in and quit the babbling. So I'm going to begin with the earth element, and let's see what comes out. Spirit, can I please get 1? Ooh, and there it is. Okay. So for the earth element, the card that you received was the Knight of Swords. When we talk about the earth element, or I relate it to the physical energy body, this covers your foundation and your sense of security. And so right off the bat, I'll say if you're feeling any sort of fear or lack of safeness in your environment and in your surroundings, or you're just not feeling grounded, you're feeling very floaty and out of touch with character, the true nature of your character, and you're just in a state of unawareness of what it is you want for yourself in the present, and especially what you want for yourself in the future. And it's pretty interesting because I'm already seeing a lot of red coming through, which correlates with the root chakra. So because this card came out upright, I'm taking this as definitely a good thing. I think that you have been doing a wonderful, wonderful job at paying attention to the signs, your surroundings, listening to what it is your soul is calling for. And that is so important right now. It's really important for us to take charge of our lives so that we can step into our personal power and really, charge forward. Because success is within our grasp, and we so have the capability to manifest whatever it is that we desire in this life. But that starts with a firm and stable foundation, with proactive work to make that more and more solid, so that as you charge forward, everything feels right, And I'm kind of taking this energy when I say charge forward, as really, really strong, really fast movement. And so if this is what you're feeling with a current project, even if it's like not related to your career and it might just be a hobby or something you do on the side, like fucking go for it. Like, don't even hesitate, especially if it feels right, because like I was saying, that's what your soul is calling for. That is what will nourish your soul. That's what will uplift your vibrations and help you move forward to the future that you desire for yourself. And so that's wonderful. I'm not really getting anything that might be a hindrance for you, especially, like I said, since this card came out upright. So this is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's something I'm noticing are the clouds in this card. And sorry, I'm like pointing to it, but I didn't even really show you the card itself. But I'm noticing the clouds in this card. And the reason why I'm noticing that is because I'm feeling like that's representing a clouding of judgment, or maybe negative energy that might have been surrounding you over the last few weeks, few months, few days even. And despite all of that, it's seeming like you're staying strong. You got that armor on, that armor of light, of positive energy, and you're maintaining that, and you're not letting that negative energy, that toxic energy, enter your auric field. And that is some kick-ass stuff right there. So make sure you're doing what you can to stay aligned with that energy. If you're not resonating with what I'm saying in that regard, we're going to move into the advice in a second, but maybe try and find that sense of urgency to move forward on a project, or move forward into finding a project for yourself, because I'm sure that what that will bring in for you is more grounded energy. And you'll feel a lot more content with what you're doing, and a lot more stable in what that is. And you won't, there won't be any fear or apprehensiveness behind what it is that you're doing. You're not going to feel like you're making a poor decision for yourself just because it diverges from what you do on a day-to-day basis. So really, really pay attention to trying to take charge of your life, and once you feel secure in that, treading forward and not looking back. Spirit, can I please get... Oh, okay, I'm not going to take those just because 2 came out. Can I please get 1 card with some advice as to how the viewers can, re-energize their earth element, or how they can stay aligned in their current energy of the earth element. Can I please get one card, Spirit? Okay, I'm going to take this card that flipped out. I did just see the Hermit as the second card that came out, so it definitely, you definitely could benefit from taking some time to go within, or like I was saying earlier in the video, just taking a step back and getting quiet so that you can understand what will bring you more grounded energy, or what will help you to feel more secure in where you're at in your life at this moment. So definitely keep in mind that a lot of rest, a lot of meditation, if that's what you do, and just taking moments outside, just closing your eyes and taking deep breaths and really getting quiet and staying quiet and moving in a quiet environment is going to help you feel more grounded and will help you to take charge of your life. So the card that actually did come out for advice is the Queen of Rods, and I'm crossing my fingers that you guys can see these cards and they're not washed out by the light and they're in focus, but we'll see. But you guys got the Queen of Rods, so for the advice, the first thing I'm getting, or I'm noticing, is the cat in this picture, and cats represent intuition. So first and foremost, always, always, always follow your intuition. Your intuition will never steer you in the wrong direction. All of the answers that we seek are within. So this is a very, very important time for us to, have a sense of solitude, maintain that sense of solitude, be able to get away from the noise of the outside world so that, our intuition comes through clear, so that we're not confused as to what's our intuition and what's not. Really focus on that, even if that means literally just taking some time for yourself. I told y'all that I just took a whole month off from social media, from work, and maybe that's something that you need too. Maybe not a whole month, but maybe just like a couple weeks, or even just like a day or two. But definitely consider taking some time away from your day-to-day and trying to get a better understanding of, where you're at and where you're needing to go next. Sorry everyone, my freaking camera died at just the wrong time. If there's even ever a right time for the camera to die, but I think I was talking about intuition and ego before the camera shut off. So basically, your intuition to me, it's delicate, it's soft, it feels like literally like a whisper. I also feel the energetic vibrations, but I mean, if you don't necessarily resonate with that and you're just kind of like, oh, I just kind of hear my intuition, it definitely is never going to make you feel like shit for, asking something or making a specific decision. If you do feel like shit, or it feels intense, or you get anxious, or, it almost feels like you're being yelled at or reprimanded for doing something, saying something, thinking something, feeling something, that's your ego, and that's not what you should be resonating with or following at all. It's all about that inner wisdom, the wisdom from your higher self, from source energy, from the universe, from God, from those higher powers. So it's very, very important to be grounded, which is why more red is coming through in this card. And it's very important for you to get quiet so that that it's your intuition speaking to you, so that that decision that you make, that decision to move, or that decision to be with this person or break up with this person, or the decision to go to school, all of that feels right because that it's true to you, and that your higher self, your spirit guides would approve. So really pay attention to what your mind, your body, your soul is calling for at this time. And what that will help with is reigniting your passion for and your lust for life. A lot of orange is coming through, and orange correlates with the sacral chakra, which is what we're about to go into next. And so with some simple grounding and just simply listening to yourself more, that's going to, what I'm thinking that's going to bring in is, you know, passions for you in regards to activities and, you know, maybe even careers, like not just hobbies, just plenty of like things for you to do, new things, new energies to help you kind of find out who you are more and what you're actually here to do. And it's going to help reignite the passion you have for yourself, for others. You know, it's really going to feel magical. I always get magic when the rods cards come out. You know, rods are like wands in the traditional tarot deck. So that magic behind, you know, reigniting energy is, it really feels so amazing. And so simply just, you know, taking a minute to like ask yourself, okay, you know, I'm content where I'm at in my life right now, or I'm not, or I kind of am because of this, and this, and, you know, this is what I feel like I need to do in order to get in a better place, or this is what I feel like I need to do in order to move forward. And then simply just do it, you know, especially if your intuition is pushing you towards that as well, because like I said, your intuition never steers you wrong. You know, those decisions that you make that your intuition backs up are decisions that are healthy for you, that are there to help inspire you and motivate you and uplift your frequency. And so follow that, you know, so that you can really get on to living your best life and you're not feeling held back or stagnant anymore. This really is not the time, you know. There has been a lot of creative energy that has been, I'm trying to think of the right words. There's been a lot of creative energy around all of us. You know, I even noticed on my channel, one of the angel numbers I did, I think it was Angel 2323. That number is all about creativity and reigniting passions and finding where your passions lie. That's what I feel like the overarching theme of this time is. And so if you really want to stay on top of that refreshing new creative energy and really utilize that energy to the best of your benefit so that you can have a really strong and stable foundation in the future, you gotta get quiet and listen to what your intuition is asking you to do. I ask my intuition so many yes or no questions, and you know, everything that I've been through up until this point has felt so amazing and so right. And that feeling of everything falling into place is something that I feel consistently now. And that's because I've had to do those same things, and I'm still doing those same things now, you know. That's really all I'm getting for the earth element. A lot of wonderful things that you guys are doing already. And so I want to give you a huge thumbs up for that. I mean, myself too, but I mean, this is more about you than it is about me. So great job. Like, seriously, keep up the amazing work, you know. It's just the little things, you know, slowly like working your way towards, you know, living your best, feeling your best, sounding your best. You'll get there. You really will. And I'm hoping that if any of this resonated with you so far, you know, you can take what I say, put it into your situation, and then just start seeing how your energy shifts. Now we're going to move into the water element, which I feel like kind of represents the emotional energy body. You know, talking about passions, sexuality, all of that. So, Spirit, can I please get one card with the current energy of our water element? Okay. So the card that came out was the Wheel of Fortune, and it did come out in reverse. I'm going to open the book and read the description for that card. But we have a number 10, and number 10, you know, signifies completion. And what I'm feeling like is Because when a card like this comes out in reverse, the energy of, it's up, when it's upright is there. So, that full circle, that completion is there. Or maybe I'm kind of getting, it might be that you're close to completing something, or your energy might be really close to shifting. And there might just be one little imbalance or something that might be in the way, blocking that. So I'm going to open the book and read what it says for that, just so I can kind of get a little bit of a clearer idea of what is being told here. Okay. Okay, so when a card comes out in reverse, it says, fickle fate, a turn for the worse. Blind optimism can lead to failure. Out of all of that, I really don't feel like, you should worry about a thing. I think that that's the potential if you can't get... And I was talking about... Sorry, there's like so many things coming through and I'm like trying to figure out what is actually right. But we talked about grounding earlier. If you don't feel grounded or secure in your foundation, that's gonna really like fuck with your emotions and fuck with that emotional energy body. It's gonna make you super excessive in the sense that you're too overly in your emotions, or it could make you really deficient where there is that lack of emotion, or that unawareness of what your emotions really are. You're kind of unable to handle what comes up, or maybe even repressing or blocking what comes up, and that is like the opposite of what will bring you to this completion of a cycle. I'm kind of getting that that's what's happening, with that wheel. We're all going through different types of cycles right now, and I feel like maybe you feel as though, or maybe that's what's actually happening, you're going through some sort of cycle of misfortune, or maybe something shitty really is actually happening with you right now that just feels unfortunate. But, I mean, all you need to do is just take a deep breath and try and realign with your faith. Remember why you're here. Remember, what you're doing, everything that you're, who you're doing it for. Your friends, your family, your loved ones. You're doing it for you, You gotta find that sense of unconditional love for yourself so that you can kind of get your emotions back in whack. Or back in alignment, sorry, not back in whack. That sounds weird. But yeah, let's see. I kind of want to pull a clarifier for this card, but a lot of what I'm getting is like there could be an imbalance in your emotions, or imbalances in that emotional energy body, just because the emotions aren't properly being transmuted, healed, and or released. So whatever that means for you, whether that is emotions relating to fear or guilt, or you're really upset about something specific, or something just happened, whether you lost someone, or a relationship just ended, or you lost your job because of the coronavirus, or whatever this misfortune might be for you currently in your emotional energy body, in your water element. Really try to understand what that is, and once you do, whatever emotions piggyback that, whether that's anger, whether that's sadness, whether it's the opposite of what I'm saying, whatever those emotions are, it is so important for you to let those emotions illuminate themselves, let them come up fully, feel it all the way out, and let those emotions flow, so that in that even flow, they can be released, so that you can start feeling like your life is going to be consumed by misfortune, or it already is consumed by misfortune. Spirit, can I please get one card with some advice as to how the collective can improve their water element, or their emotional energy body? Can I please get one card with some advice? Spirit, what's going on? Oops. And a lot of what's happening right now is a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings in regards mostly to the past are coming up now so that they can be dealt with, so that they can be transmuted and healed and released, especially the things that aren't emotionally serving you anymore. So do not ignore those feelings. Don't repress them again and push them down deep, because what happens is the longer you let those that energy fester, the worse it's going to be when it finally decides to rear its ugly head again. You know, so it is very, very dire that whatever ends up happening for you, you kind of have to embrace and accept and realize this is here to help me, not here to hurt me. And then if it's something, like I said, that's not emotionally serving you, you know, put that intention out there that you're going to release that energy, or just simply state to the universe, I am ready to release anything or anyone that is not emotionally serving me anymore. Say it as many times as you need, and eventually you will start seeing the difference and feeling the difference. Sorry, I just needed to put that out there as well, because this is stuff that, like I said, I'm dealing with right now as well. And I'm a very, very sensitive and emotional person. And before, you know, I did start my healing and spiritual journey, my emotions ran everything. And that's not always a bad thing, but there needs to be balance in everything. So emotions are not always need to be the center of attention. We're talking about the emotional energy body now, but I'm just wanting to put that out there too, because it may not even be something related to your emotions, but what you need to do is pay attention to your emotions behind you know, a person or a job or whatever, so that you can understand what needs to be a part of your life right now and what doesn't, and what you need to let go of, if that makes any sense. Nope, sorry, I'm not taking that one either. I'm being picky. Spirit, could I please get one card with some advice as to how the collective... Yeah, okay. Didn't even need to finish, and I'm already getting the messages. So when the Four of Cups in reverse comes out, that talks about new perspectives and new ideas, and really taking a different standpoint behind what it is that you're currently feeling. So when this card comes out upright like this, you can see that this person looks discontent, despite the fact that they have these golden chalices, these beautiful abundant golden cups sitting right next to them. And that's a problem, because we don't need to be living life in ungrateful energy, you know? No matter what it is we're going through, you know, there is always something to be appreciative of and something to be grateful of. So maybe what you need right now is some more gratitude to help bring balance to that that energy body, to your water element, you know? Start asking yourself, where in my life am I having a lack of gratitude, and where can I be more appreciative for the things that I have in my life, the people that I have in my life, and just where you're, you know, where you're at in general. And, you know, expressing your gratitude. I think that I say that I'm grateful for, like, I'm grateful for everything. And I try to say that as much as possible, because life is so beautiful, and we're so lucky to be here in this experience. So start figuring out where you can start being more grateful. It's not always about having the best things, or the most money, or having the most latest gadget or material item. You know, sometimes it's about just taking a moment and loving where you're at and what you've got, you know? And I'm so glad that I'm seeing this post the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because now I'm understanding why this card is here, and, you know, what is actually being said. There might just be a straight up lack of gratitude. Or maybe you just need to come up with some better ways of finding peace with where you're at in your life right now, and finding that balance. That's something that I really need to work on right now. Most of the things in my life are where I want them to be, and, you know, what I dreamed of, but there are still a couple things that, you know, I definitely like to be different, and I'd like to be in kind of a different place in certain aspects. Sorry, I'm being super vague, but I'm just trying to use this as an example. But I'm thinking the lesson that I need to learn is finding more balance in, my day-to-day, and being grateful for, where I'm at and what I'm doing right now, and the fact that I can sit here and record YouTube videos and also have, another paying job where I can be stable and I can be secure in my foundation. So definitely find more of a sense of love, unconditional love, and a sense of gratitude for what it is that you've got, and stop taking the things that you have and the place that you're at right now for granted. I'm going back to this Queen of Rods up here, and in this card, her arm is resting on a lion. And whenever I see this card, I always think of the Strength card, or just when I see lion, I always think of strength. So you are a very strong person, and I know that you've probably been through a lot. So you can get through this. This is just a minor setback, a minor obstacle, but you are so capable of getting through, these circumstances, rising above and coming out on top. So just stay strong and just follow your intuition. And what that will lead to, I'm looking at the sunflower now, is full bloom, transformation, more that you can be grateful for in your life. That is so beautiful. Alright, now we're going to move into I'm going to move this up a little bit. Now I'm going to move into the fire element. So that, I feel like, and you can tell me if I'm wrong down in the comments. This is just like all what I'm feeling. But I kind of feel like the fire element correlates with the, that solar plexus chakra. So personal power, will, and determination, just your overall motivation behind your dreams and your aspirations, your soul dream, your purpose. Spirit guide, please get one card with the current energy of the fire element, or the, what do I want to say? I'm just going to say the fire element. God, please get one card with the current energy of the, okay, I need to slow down with my speaking, because I'm talking way too fast. I can't even get the words out. Spirit, can I please get one card, please, with the current energy of the collective's fire element? One card, please, Spirit. What's going on here? What's going on? Okay. So the card that came out was the Ten of Rods in reverse. So, when this card comes out upright, I always kind of feel like, it represents someone who's carrying a heavy burden, or has a lot of heavier energy, in their auric field. But because it came out in reverse, I'm going to read, but I'm kind of feeling like this is good, But I just want to make sure if I could find what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, so kind of wrong with what I said, but when this card comes out in reverse, it says someone is working against you, but that's not the case, so disregard that. It does say, though, it's time to act before too much damage is done. And I really do feel like that ties up what we've been talking about with the other elements and the other energy bodies. It's time to take action, and that's like the whole energy behind the Knight of Swords. It's like, it's time to take action in your life, And if you don't know what that means, that's where you gotta get quiet. That's where you gotta take some time to yourself, so that you can realize where in your life action is required or needed. You don't want to cause any more damage in your life. You don't want to cause any more misfortune. And it really is what goes around comes around. So if you if your words, your thoughts, and your actions aren't all aligned, you're not going to feel that sense of security, that sense of stability. You're not going to feel balanced in your emotions. And you're definitely not going to feel confident enough to take on that project, or to step outside of your comfort zone and try something new, or meet someone new, and make new friends, or start a new love connection. You know, it could be literally anything. But I feel like, you know, the pressure is going to ease. You know, a lot of your the things you've been stressing over are going to eventually be released from your energy, from your life. But you can speed this process up by understanding and being aware and conscious of where those imbalances are, where that negative energy, that stagnant energy lies, where you're feeling hindered the most, and then you can start working to make that better for you. You know, it sucks. You know, sometimes it feels like the world is literally falling on top of us. You know, this guy, well, here, I'll flip it upright. He's almost to the castle. You're almost to the finish line. You see, like, what's behind that? Yes, there are those thick, dark clouds, but there's so much light that wants to shine through. And I'm kind of really getting that for you. There's so much light, so much love, so much positive energy that wants to come through, but it's being blocked. It's being blocked by clouded judgment. It's being blocked by negative and toxic energy. So you gotta let that shit go. You just gotta let it go so that the light can come through, so that you can finally feel like you've made it to your castle. You know, you made it to your abundance. You achieved your a dream of yours, and you can drop all of this heavy weight, you know, and feel light, feel high vibrational, feel like yourself, your true inner self, but on the outside. So definitely work to find where your imbalances lie. It may be in all of your elements, all of your energy bodies, or it might just be in one of your energy bodies, in one of your elements. Really understand where that's at, so that you can start working towards bringing more fortune, more abundance, more love, more light into your life, because you deserve that. You really, really do. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be confident in what it is that you're doing, and just to feel happy about your life in general, and be able to love your life, you know? So just do your best. That's really, really all that you can do right now. And take it slow. Slow and steady really, really does win the race. And I can kind of get, especially with how much he's carrying, this has been a very, very long journey. You've been on a long path. So maybe now it's time for some rest and recharge, rejuvenation, you know, so that you can come out feeling on top, so that you can come out saying, oh my gosh, I've been through all of this shit, but I feel so much better knowing that I was strong enough to get through it all, you know? Because you're grounded, because you're confident, because you never let your passions die out, you know? You never let what was true to you not be true to you anymore. It's so hard to be ourselves in this day and age, when so many people have an opinion and so many people have got their own personal bias. But really, you just gotta say fuck that, and depending on who it is, fuck you, and let it go and start going down your own individualized path. I'm keep pulling up this card, but as you can see, he's walking on a path alone, because it's his path and his path only. No one else can walk this path. That's exactly how your life is. Nobody can tell you what you need. You know what you need the most. If you're feeling like you aren't complete without another person, or that you need something in your life to complete you or make you feel whole, or that make you feel more like yourself, if that's a material item, something that's not related to, like I said, nourishing your soul, then you're not on the right track. And that's why you gotta take maybe not even one step back, but 10 steps back and get clear on what it is that your soul needs. I feel like I keep saying the same thing, but there's that overarching theme in all of these cards. You know, just unconditional self-love and self-care. More connection and oneness to self, to your higher self, and to what's above you. You know, the universe, source energy. Spirit, could I please get one card with some advice as to how the collective can improve their fire element? Well, firstly, what I'm getting, what you can do to improve your fire element is speak up some. And whether this be speaking up to yourself and being true to yourself and speaking the truth to yourself, or others, or speaking out and speaking more of what it is that you're feeling, that's definitely really going to help release all of that baggage that you've got on top of you. And that makes so much sense, because we do hold so much back and hold so many of our emotions and feelings inside because we feel like we're going to be judged or ridiculed or even reprimanded or hurt for that. But this is not the time for us to repress any part of ourselves anymore. And when Cups cards come out, Cups represent feelings. We got a Cups card here and we got a Cups card here. So a lot about transmuting and healing emotions and feelings. So you got to stay true to what it is that your heart feels, what you're feeling, you know? It's so self-explanatory, I guess. If you feel like crying, cry. If you want to punch something, punch something. You know, if you need to go on a run to release the tension, go on a run to release the tension. If you need to talk to someone, talk. Sorry, my camera loves to shut off, but yeah, if you don't feel like you have that support system for yourself, please reach out to me. I will always be here for you. But this is so a time where everything needs to be put out on the table. You know, as we need to be as open and transparent and vulnerable as we can. You know, this is not about what everybody else wants. It's about what we want. You know, and any person that doesn't agree with that or tries to stop you or make you feel less than for living a certain way, sounding a certain way, talking, feeling, moving, acting a certain way, those people need to be out of your life. You need to let them go, because they're not accepting you for who you are. They're not loving you unconditionally. And those are the only people who should be in your life right now. The people that will accept you for everything and that won't make you feel like what it is that you're doing or where you're at in your life is something to be ashamed of. And this is all about taking it slow too. I said that earlier. You know, being vulnerable and expressing your emotions is one of the hardest things that we can do, especially since it's something that we're programmed, a lot of us, me included, are programmed to do the opposite of, you know, keep it all in. Not show anybody what you're truly feeling, because you gotta stay tough, you gotta stay strong, you know? But stop trying to prove yourself to people, and stop trying to seek validation from other people, and validate yourself, you know? Start feeling right with yourself, and start being okay with feeling, and just, you know, being more in tune with your emotions. I know we've already gone over the emotional energy body, but I mean, there wasn't fully balanced energy in that regard anyways, so it's nice to kind of reiterate things and kind of even expand on that a little bit, because that will help your emotional energy body and your water element, but it'll also help your fire element and help reignite your passion, your confidence, to make it to the finish line and to achieve your goals and to succeed everything that you've always imagined for yourself. Because like I said earlier, we're all capable of having whatever it is that we need or desire in our lives. You know, you just gotta go after it. And finally, we're going to go over now the, what did I do? I did earth, water, fire. Okay, so air element. So that represents the mental energy body. So your mind, your intellect, logic, all of that. Spirit, can I please get one card? Ooh. And there it is. Okay. So the card that you guys have for your current energy in your, sorry, I keep forgetting which one I'm on. But this is the card you guys received for current energies in the air energy. Oh my gosh, I keep freaking fumbling everything. Current energies in the air element or the mental energy body. It is the moon in reverse. When this card comes up, the moon in reverse talks about, I wonder if you guys can see that. I'm going to put this up here. It talks about illuminating emotions or things that have been kept under wraps. So this could be you quite literally, you know, maybe even after this video, taking that action and letting yourself free to feel and think and say whatever it is that you want. Or that's just going to come out naturally, whether you want it to or not. Because that's also kind of the energy behind the card. And I have felt like over the last maybe 6 or more months, our true characters, the true nature of who we are is coming out just nonchalantly. Like you could just be in the middle of a conversation and you say something that represents who you truly are, and if that's, you know, if it doesn't represent the best of qualities, like that comes out too. So really pay attention to that and be mindful of that. This could be something that you're already aware of and trying to work to taking action towards, or it could be a warning letting you know that some things are about to start coming up. So, you know, it's that crossroads. Are you going to take the road that you've continued to take, making those same mistakes and keeping yourself imbalanced? Or are you going to let everything come up this time? Try to understand why it's coming up and, you know, why you're feeling the way that you're feeling in this current time, and then let it go, you know, so that you are making room for new energy to come in, new opportunities, new people, just all sorts of newness and magic, like I was saying earlier, to usher its way into your life and into your auric field. And trust me, y'all, the more time you invest on your wellness and your well-being, your health, and loving yourself, the better you're going to feel, and the more you're going to want to give yourself your energy to other people, you know? And so you don't have to worry about, you know, when you're taking some time to yourself, or when you're moving into a place of solitude, that it is this really lonely thing and you're gonna have no one. There's always someone there. Even if there isn't someone physically there, even though I said I was here for you, I am. But even if you still don't feel like you physically have someone there for you, you've got your spirit guides, you've got your higher self. There is always some sort of supportive energy behind you. So do not be afraid whatever decides to come up, and don't be afraid to let it out. Don't be afraid to express, to emote, to feel. Like I said, anyone that doesn't align with that, you need to let go, because they don't truly love you unconditionally, and you only need people that love you unconditionally right now in your life. More following your intuition, because I'm seeing tons of purple, which correlates with your intuition, with your third eye or your crown. And both of those areas kind of, you know, are where the messages come through, where your intuition comes from, where all of that inner wisdom flows. So the more you align with them, the more you're open, the more space you have, the more clarity will come in, and the more things will start feeling right and making sense for you. There is a full moon right now too, and there's going to be a numeral eclipse on Monday. So this could be an indicator that maybe taking some time under the moon, staring at the moon for a little bit, deep breathing, meditating under the moon will really, really benefit with that that upheaval of energy that needs to be released, so that you can, like I said, get on with your life quicker and let go of all of that baggage quicker. And I'm seeing water down at the bottom too. Water, emotions, water element, emotional, energy, body, emotions, feeling, emoting, all of that. And there's water in this picture too. Like, I feel like the emotions are kind of taking the reins for the rest of this reading, but I feel like once you start transmuting and healing a lot of areas in that energy body, and just, you know, letting more of your emotions and more of that negative and toxic energy out, the faster things are going to start shifting for you. And that's it. Finally, Spirit, can I please get one last card with some advice as to how the collective can heal and re-energize their air element, their mental energy body? The card literally flew. This one's a strong one. Okay. Oh, I always forget to show you guys. Sorry. So the card that came out, and look at that. There's another full moon in there. That's crazy. And look at how there's a face on that moon. So it's like maybe the wisdom that that you seek, maybe the answers you seek, something behind that this full moon. So really don't take that for granted and utilize the energy, the power behind the energy of this full moon. Like, get outside, even for just like 5 minutes, and just stare. Close your eyes, breathe for a little bit, and see how you feel the next day or a few days after. I'm seeing tons of blue and tons of water. So blue, I didn't say earlier, but it correlates with throat chakra. So speak up whenever you want and stop holding back. Stop holding yourself back. This is what this card is about too. There's all of this that he has right in front of him, but he's looking off into the distance, looking at the stars, wondering what's out there, seeking more. I did say earlier that it's not always about wanting more and needing more, but I was speaking more in regards to the material plane and material aspects of your life. But if you're seeking more spiritual abundance or more emotional abundance and balance, like, this is your indicator that, you know, this is the time for you to spend with yourself, on yourself, to yourself, so that you can find out, you know, what's truly out there for you, so that you can start aligning with that more. And like I've been saying through the whole video, feeling more content and happy with where you're at in your life and where you're going, because there are endless opportunities and possibilities. So much for you to achieve, so much for you to conquer, and so much for you to actually have in your life. So you just got to keep your eye on the prize. Keep yourself open and realize that, you know, what's in front of you spiritually, emotionally, isn't all that's there. There's so much more. So much more that it's making its way towards you naturally, but so much more that you can proactively usher into your life, bring into your life yourself. So start, you know, I don't know, just getting clear and understanding like what is like being asked of you at this time. Because like I said, I'm really paying attention to that full moon in both of these cards, and there's a full moon right now. So there might be some very, very important energy coming through for us right now. I'm not too not big, but like I don't know much about astrology, astronomy, like the planet, the universe. I'm like learning, so I'm not sure what this full moon and eclipse is supposed to do to our energy, but I know major shifts are coming in, and we can really aid in that shift in energy, and even I feel like improve the energy and energize it and make it stronger, the energy that comes in, just by simply focusing on what it is that our mind, our body, and soul needs, and in giving that to ourselves, and not rejecting what it is that we want and feel and dream of and imagine and desire. You know, there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing wrong with what's going on in your head and what you've been feeling lately. So don't make yourself feel like a pariah around everyone else. You're uniquely you, and you're wonderful just the way that you are. And the more that you align with that, the more that you'll feel that about yourself. You'll be able to look at yourself in the mirror and smile every time, and be filled with that unconditional love that I've been talking about through the reading. Because you really do deserve that. And yet you can get that from other people, but it really all starts with you. I actually just made a blog post about growth. And the title literally is Growth Begins With You. So if you're interested or you're feeling drawn to check that out, like I said, my website link is down below. Definitely give it a read. It's not too long. It's pretty, I'd say it'd probably take you like 3 to 5 minutes to go over. But honestly, that's really all I'm getting. And I'm so grateful that you guys have stayed with me throughout this entire reading. If you've made it through, comment your favorite emoji, or you know, I'll do something more specific. Comment a blue butterfly and a blue heart down in the comment section below if you made it this far. And just know that I love you so much, and your support means everything to me. I feel like that all is an understatement, because I feel it times like a million. But you guys really, I would not be here doing this right now if it weren't for you guys. So thank you so much. And I really hope that something resonated for you and this video helped in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, if you need anything, all of my links are down in my description box below. I am sending you tons and tons of love and light at this time. I hope you have a really healing and relaxing Saturday, and the week that you're moving into feels and goes amazingly. I will see you guys again very, very soon.